Yo, what is good, guys? Good afternoon. I'm gonna be explaining to you guys how easy it is to literally top and bottom tick just based off of the 355 levels. Um, as many of you guys do know, I did speak about this a lot. October is the best month. If you backtest the 55 levels in October, you notice that they have worked the most. It is the easiest way if you add confluences with it to catch good trades and very, very, very high risk to reward trades that you can take day in and day out. So as you can see here, we have Friday, October 3rd. If we mark the top, the high, and the low of the 355 levels, the wick to the bottom of the wick, that's what you should be doing. It should not be from the candle close to the other candle close or the open, whatever. You guys get what I mean. So a lot of people are under the impression, oh, like you buy here, you sell here. Obviously, like the higher price you sell, like yes, but these levels they still have um they're still valid, right? So even if the top one is to sell, ideally that's what it would be like. The bottom one is to buy. Ideally that's what it would look like, but um they're still valid. Both levels are still valid. So the way I like to look at it is you want to take the trades if these levels are above or underneath a kill zone in the next session. So like let's say right here we had Asia low. The only way I'm taking a trade is if we're in London, right? We trade down, and let's say ES is all the way here, so like up here, right? What is that gonna cause? It's gonna cause an SMT. So I'm anticipating for price London to come down to this 55 level, react off of it, deliver higher. If you guys watched my previous videos, you guys are gonna see how easy and how much it plays out. And I'm gonna show you an example of how the low of the day was caught just off of the 55 level, and how many confluences were lined up with yesterday's trade. Um, but yeah, so as you guys can see, right off of open, we opened up, we tapped into it, we delivered off of it. Could have taken this. Very risky, but it's coming into a Sunday. On Sundays, we typically do go in one direction. So, if you're experienced, then you could obviously take that with context. So right here we have, what do we have? We have um, Sydney Open, right? Asia, London, whatever. So obviously, what do we see? We see that price tapped into this level, right? As you guys know, 50 tick stop is all you need for this type of trade. If you're going to take it, obviously it's a high risk reward trade. 50 ticks is all you need for the trade to run in your direction. So obviously, if you had it here, right, you got filled. You could either target 100 ticks, 1 to 2, if you want to play it safe. If you guys, um, you know, want to be in and out. But if you have a draw on liquidity, like let's say this Asia low right here, obviously you could have targeted that. I'm assuming ES probably took it. I don't want to go back and forth, but yeah. So once ES takes this Asia low, obviously you close your trade because that's signaling an SMT. We just took out liquidity down here on ES. So obviously that's gonna cause a reversal. You know what? I'll just check it out real quick. I just have to go into replay mode. I'll do it after. To don't want to go back and forth. All right, right. So 50 tick stops is all you need, and then we have these Asia lows. Boom. This one played out. Yes, took it out. So obviously you're gonna close early. So this one would have ran you around like 180 ticks around there, 150. Given the context, let's say if you didn't catch the reversal early enough, could have caught it there. Um, so then we have this level right here where you're supposed to look for longs at. So one thing you guys don't understand is that just because a level is ran does not mean it's not valid anymore. These levels still can play out. So right here we have New York PM 355. What do we see here? We see um, this low right here. What do we see right to the right of this low? Let's get rid of this. We have Asia, right? What do we have underneath Asia? A 55 level. What does that tell you? That's a A plus plus setup, right? The conditions that I have for these type of trades is pretty simple, and a lot of you guys probably do know, but I want to just reassure you guys of how easy it is, right? If we have an SMT, if we have a kill zone sweep, right? and a 55 level, that is all you need to take a trade. And if you guys see the setup happen, you need to take it. You need to trust it. 50 tick stop, or you could have had to stop at the SMTs when the SMTs got ran, and it would have been like a 15 tick stop easily. And that's what you guys don't understand. A lot of you guys are so like scared to take this trade, but you guys see this play out every single day in the market. You saw it here, you saw it here. It happens every single day. And October is the best month. The best month for these levels to play. So remember we had this one right here as well. I'm about to show you guys something real quick. So not only, let's get rid of all this real quick. So let's say, and I actually did take this, but I took it with, I had to get another winning day in order for me to get a payout. So I just took it for 150, 50 bucks, 170 bucks around there, and um, yeah. But I did take it on paper just so I could see how it played out. I'm not gonna let a trade go to waste. I'm gonna, forward test it at least. But let's say 50 tick stop like always, and let's say I could have targeted these, you know, um, New York PM highs easily. So right, so we had a kill zone sweep, right? We also had, what else did we have? We have an SMT, yes, right? Yes, did not take out Asia low. We have a 55 level tap, and we have a higher drawn liquidity. Could have been true day open. I took it to true day open. You could have taken it to the next level here, here, or you could have taken it to New York aim highs, previous day high. It's all depending on what your draw was, right? So obviously, if we took an entry, we had a limit order. For me personally, I did have a limit order on this. We let it play out, you get filled, right? Stop loss, 50 ticks, easy. And then once you see this run, you could easily just break even, right? Boom. Target here, 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 or here. I could have easily made around $9,000, but I wanted to just secure my payout and just call it a day. But yeah, now what do you guys notice, right? What is this? 355, right? So this white line is a 355 level. So obviously we had a reaction off of it, and pretty sure I wanted to look at this one. But yeah, you guys see the reaction off of it. You guys could have taken it to that level, right? We had a pullback, test the buyers, and then this is what I like the most. Right here, oh, this is the PLC. Was it this one? 355. Um. Yeah. Okay, there we go. So right here, we had a pullback into this 355 level right here, and that was from this one right here. 355. I had it yellow. That's why I got confused with the white ones. But as you can see, what happened? Price had a pullback that you could have easily taken a re-entry off of, right? And I always tell you guys this. If you guys look back in the other videos, you guys are gonna hear me say you don't have to take the first level. You guys can just look for a reaction, look for some reversal, and if you have a higher draw, say it was just this fair value gap here, if there was one, just for an example, you could take it, right? You guys just don't want to be longing in random areas, right? Because that's what I used to do. I had a draw on liquidity. I knew where the market wanted to go, but I would take entries here, and I would get chopped up, or here, or here. But that's not the way you're supposed to be trading this, right? Take it as take it with structure, right? Just don't take random trades because you know the market wants to go up. Obviously, the market wants to go up, but your entry is the most important part. As a trader, that's the most important part that you need, and your risk management is the most important part. So you had an entry here, you also had an entry here, or you could have entered here, right? A lot riskier, but you want to be looking for the pullbacks. That's what you want to be entering off of. And the thing is, a lot of you guys see, the market starts to reverse, but what are we reversing off of? You have to think about it like that. Why are we reversing here? There's no reason for the market just to reverse like all the way here. There's no reason for it to. So you know that we're just, having a pullback, testing the buyers. The buyers are entering the market and they want to deliver price higher because this is where liquidity is resting at, right? So that is the way you're supposed to be thinking. Think from the perspective of you not like making any money. Take a step back. Ask yourself, why does the market want to go here? Why does the market want to go there? What is the purpose of the market going where it's going? Take a step back. And I'm telling you, it's going to change the exact way that you're trading. Because now that you know where the market wants to go, you're understanding why it wants to go there. And then once you understand why, you have to pinpoint, all right, where are we in the market? What are we doing? What's the context? And then where can I grab my entry? Where's somewhere safe that I can grab a pretty decent entry, 50 tick stop loss, and where can the market deliver after that? And you have the opportunities to do it right here. And yeah, a lot of you guys are so scared when you guys see the market having a pullback. You're like, all right, this is the top. All right, I'm gonna try to short this. There's no reason for the market to just sell off here at all. The market wants to go higher. That's the draw, right? So if you took another entry here, say you took a pullback entry or a buy, 50 tick stop, where does the market want to go? Could have taken it to this New York aim high, most recent swing high, or you could have taken it there. And then look, and I know a couple people that did take this in the Discord, and we could take a. But yeah, a lot of you guys are under the impression that you know, it's a lot harder, but it's pretty simple. So as you guys can see, this is the trade that I took. It was on paper. Um, yeah, like Abdul took a long off of a pullback entry. Like look at this, we tapped into a 55 level, pulled back, took an entry to the previous day high, and it's so simple. Like you guys do not need anything else. 55 level right here, price tapped into it. You saw the rejection, took an entry, raise your lows, and then look, that's where we took our longs at. And he said that he wanted to take those longs, but he ended up just getting off because he already made his money for the day. Um, yeah, this is what the trade looked like. Then we have Alexis. Like they're all taking the same trades because they know how the levels work. They know that the levels do work. They have the confidence in them, and that's all you need. So if you guys want to learn more, you guys can DM me on Instagram. My at is at Mark Trades. I have a whole bunch of videos going over all this, so you guys do not need to DM me. Like, if you guys go through the videos, go through the content, forward test it, try it out yourself, you guys will find success with this model. Um, I don't want you guys to come to me, but if you feel like you need the extra help, you know, you can always come to me. Um, yeah, if you guys want to be surrounded around like-minded traders, catching the same trades, catching the same moves, you guys can DM me, and we can see if you're a good fit for the group. Because I don't want people that are just gonna come in here half-ass. I want people who are gonna show me results and who are actually willing to put in the work to get the results that they want, which is becoming a profitable trader. And it's pretty simple once you guys have it all down. But you guys do not need to come to me. If you guys truly want it bad enough, you guys would figure it out on your own. And that means more to me. Like, oh Mark, I just figured it out. Thank you for letting me know. That means a lot more to me because it shows me that you decided to go on your own route, figure it out, and you got it done, right? But that's because you did it, right? So if you guys need extra help, you guys can DM me. I'll answer your questions. I'll try my best to. And yeah, I appreciate you guys' time, and I hope you guys have a good day.